Lilie the Novice Huntress here, and today I have a story for you. It's about the time I decided to get the Bandit Mantle in Monster Hunter World.
All right!
Now, if you're not familiar with the Bandit Mantle, it's a pretty sweet piece of gear that allows you to make monsters drop rare items as you deal damage to them. But getting it is no easy feat. So, there I was, minding my own business in Astera, when I overheard some hunters talking about this elusive bandit mantle. They were going on and on about how amazing it was, and how it had helped them get some seriously rare items. Naturally, I wanted in on the action, so I decided to do some research. I hit up the old internet and started reading up on how to get the bandit mantle. It seemed like a pretty straightforward process. Had to complete a certain quest and then do some optional quests to get the materials I needed. Easy peasy, right? Wrong. The first quest I needed to complete was called Redefining the Power Couple. It sounded intimidating, but I was ready for anything. I grabbed my trusty hammer and set out to take on this power couple, a Raytheon and a Rathalos. Let me tell you, that fight was brutal. These two lovebirds were practically unstoppable, and I felt like I was just getting tossed around like a rag doll. But I was determined to win, and after what felt like an eternity, I finally took them down. The bandit mantle did not disappoint. I took it out for a spin on a hunt, and I was raking in rare items left and right. It was like a monster pinata had exploded, and I was just scooping up all the goodies. Let me speed up so we don't waste our time. Look at that, Raytheon is helping her husband. So, it all started when I heard rumors of a special item that could help me earn more Zen while out on hunts. As you all know, Zenny is essential for upgrading weapons and armor, so I knew I had to get my hands on this bandit mantle. After doing some research, I discovered that the bandit mantle was only available through completing specific quests and events. So, I geared up and set out to complete them. My first attempt was a complete disaster. I thought I was ready for the challenge, but boy was I wrong. The monster I had to face was tough, and I was knocked out more times than I'd like to admit. But I wasn't going to give up that easily. I spent hours practicing my moves, improving my gear, and mastering my strategy. And finally, after what felt like an eternity, I managed to defeat the monster and complete the quest. But that wasn't the end of it. These quests were no joke. The monsters were tough, the environment was challenging, Raytheon and Rathalos always together, like a first love, and I had to work with a team of other hunters to succeed succession no bobbit back. So, there I was, running around in the ancient forest like a headless chicken. I was on a mission to collect some materials for my weapons and armor, but I wasn't having much luck. I kept getting ambushed by those pesky great Jadras, and I was starting to get frustrated. Suddenly, I heard a commotion up ahead. It sounded like a battle was taking place, so I decided to investigate. As I approached the area, I saw a group of hunters taking on a massive monster. It was a Raytheon, and she was not happy. Wow, the rewards is cool, guys. Maybe because my Palico skill? Now back to the Lady in Armory. So there you have it. Folks, the story of how I got my bandit mantle. It was a long and grueling process, but it was totally worth it in the end. Now if you'll excuse me, I have some rare items to go collect. Happy hunting! See you later.